So we're back and we're going to preview this West Indies England Super 8 encounter today, which is the 19th of June. The South Africa USA game just concluded. South Africa pulled off a victory, a close victory, probably by 25 runs. Yeah, only just USA put up a valiant effort. But we're going to focus on the West Indies game later. So, Kalu, what do you think? How do you think the squad selection going to go? Based on how the West Indies perform against Afghanistan on what it was, Monday night?
Yeah. Well, the thing is the same ground, so that will work in our favor in terms of like the squad should be accustomed to the pitch conditions and thing. I could see Obed McCoy being in the squad because Romario Shepherd, he had to fly to Guyana and I'm pretty sure he fly back, so he might be a little fatigued. And McCoy gave a good impression of himself. In terms of, I would like to see Shea Hope in his squad, to be honest with you. Right? But I was listening to Samuel Badri and them, and they were making a good point for playing Ruston Chase as the extra spinner and against the English batsmen in terms of the right hand left hand combination. I think England has like a lot of left-handers, or maybe the opposite. I can't remember exactly what. So I think I would like to see Chase in because I think he batted well. He probably tried to rush his innings, and I think he only did that because he had everybody. The reason why Hope not really in the T20 side is because the thing that has worked against him is his strike rate kind of low for T20, right? He's a good batsman, but his strike rate kind of low. So, I would see why he was rushing to up his scoring rate to say something, to stake a claim that he should be in the 11. But England, Shea Hope, but England is a different kettle of fish. So I think, you could have taken that risk against Afghanistan. I still think you need Shea Hope as an anchor, especially against a good England bowling attack.
What do you think, Sean?
Well, I agree with Carlos here, buddy. I think we had to get a proper batsman, especially in the middle there, to actually rotate the strike and find the gaps. And I mean, Shea Hope is, I could say, if not one of the better proper batsmen. I mean, he's not no big swinger. He can play proper cricket shots, and I think coming in over there, I think he could really give or take. If we lose some early wickets, his man could maybe hold on our innings, kind of similar to where Rutherford did last against New Zealand, and hold on there and one of the main things what T20 cricket people doesn't realize is you had a bat to the 20 overs. It doesn't make sense to do bat to 20 overs. Yeah. And I think he's a man can stand up there and bat 20 overs. So that is my thought process in this whole thing over here. I mean, it is a better pitch. We could have seen when we went to the game, we were there for the first game against New Zealand. That pitch was horrible. We could see that there was a lot of mistiming, especially watching Puran play. A lot of mistimed shots, etc. But I mean, he got his eye and he got a better pitch to play. And I mean, given the fact that he could get off, I think it should be a better game for West Indies. However, England, as Carlos said, they have some good bowlers. But I think Shea Hope should play that game.
I think we all on the same page here. Because I'm looking at it as from the point that who could win your game? I think Ruston Chase is that guy to actually win you that game. Puran could win your game. Moti or Akil Hussain, Rutherford with certain batting, but Ruston Chase as a man to anchor the innings, but I don't think he's that person.
Yeah,
I know he gives the dynamic of the arm of a right arm bowler to bowl to the right arms, but the left-handers. But I think Shea Hope, because we see it with the West Indies all the time. They have the big shots lower down the order. But to rotate the strike, we don't have anybody to get a single when the pitch a little slow.
Yeah,
it's either hit or out. So I think Hope should start. McCoy bowled good, boy. So
yeah,
that's a tough call now because Romario Shepherd bowled well against New Zealand too. But we will see. For England, this batsman boy Phil Salt. I think he's going to be I think we had I think he could be a big factor. If he get away, they could get up to close to 200.
And they're playing on a much better pitch for batting to her. So he is a dangerous man for
Let me
them
just
to also,
interject.
for sure.
Where's all the thoughts about the fact of Puran coming in one down?
It worked for South Afghanistan, but I guess if if they lose the early wicket, they want him in the power play overs.
And
I think
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That power play is to take advantage of the power play, Dread. And I don't know. I think if West Indies trying to build a score, Puran should not come in one down. I think
he
should
shouldn't come in one down. He should, yeah.
Because we are better chase inside. So I mean, if you're trying to chase down, if you know what total you're going after, send in Puran. But West Indies don't really, as Daryl was saying, you don't really rotate the strike, you don't find any gaps, and you don't really build a score. I mean, they just work on outred. So I think
Yeah, I mean, I see
depends.
I see some men play some shots for the last few games. I mean, albeit they had a poor pitch, but some of these shots. I mean, for example, I mean, part of this thing is to try to ask and try to bring across views, albeit confrontational. But I honestly don't know why the West Indies captain making a team.
Ron
Powell. Yeah,
he drew some runs.
I can't. I don't. No. I mean, I watched that shot he play last game, and I mean, albeit you're going for, you're going for the jugular because you have about 2 of us to go again. But I mean, come on, man,
Now I saw something as Daryl talked about Rovman there. I saw something earlier this morning. I just forget to share it in the group chat we have now. There it is. There's a picture, right? Now, Rovman could bat, but to me, he's like a Johnson Charles Jet. He not consistent, right? But in terms of T20 captain in West Indies, Rovman actually has the highest win percentage. He has a 66.66 win percentage. He has 14 wins out of 21 matches. Only Sammy has won more matches, obviously. So as captain, I think he's a good captain, but in terms of like a performer, he's not really consistent. So I don't know how big an impact the captain would be. I mean, yeah, you need to change your fields and set your bowlers and these kind of things, but could anybody else do that?
Well,
we have Puran.
Puran could captain. Because if you look at this, right? Because this boy, Romario Shepherd, we have him batting at number 10. Shepherd is a better batsman than a number 10 batsman.
Yeah.
Shepherd could do almost the same thing that Powell does. So you can make a case that you play McCoy and Shepherd. Or you make a case that you play Chase and Hope.
Yeah.
Because Chase didn't really do anything to deserve to get dropped there. It's just that
it's true.
We think that Hope fits the sides better.
Yeah.
So Powell had to step up. Today is the opportunity to do it. I think West Indies gambling with this Puran at one down.
Yeah, I think
so. It didn't work. It only worked against Afghanistan, but let me be real. One of those overs went for 36 runs.
Yeah.
The guy bowled a no ball, then the free hit get hit for 6, then he bowled 4 wides, then he bowled 4 wides.
Yeah.
So so it was easier for Puran to set along in an innings like that.
No.
But
I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna piss you off, but I don't care. I don't care.
Sawmills.
Exactly. We need somebody to replace Marlon Samuels. Exactly. And that's Shire Hope. That is Shire Hope. Because Marlon used to come in one down, and that is, that's what Shire could do, right? So yeah.
But I think this the way the Super 8 set up, how to rig this tournament. I talk about it a lot. I could give other views on that too. Every game now in this Super 8 is a massive game. Unlike the first rounds where it had a bunch of dead droppers. Like you drop points here, like USA drop points here, and it is going to be very difficult for them to qualify.
Yeah.
Thank for the West Indies, at least USA put up a good fight against South Africa. We have to take our opportunity when we play them. We have to win tonight, and we have to win against the USA. That's it.
You have to win tonight.
Well,
the good thing is we have 4, man. So
I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of unfair that, I mean, everybody else except one side doesn't know who they're going to play and where they're going to play against, most likely. And India, I mean,
Right.
India knows exactly where they're going to play. So I guess, I don't know, BCCI equal
well,
ICC.
Technically, Australia knows where they're going to play too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
But,
they're in the same group with India, and you're expecting them to qualify.
but India know
But they're not
exactly what
guaranteed.
wrong on what day and everything, you know.
Yeah.
No, the
So,
other thing, as we're talking about the organization of the tournament, I think, it begs a question that, we have these games that are being played. For example, England. I mean, nobody really see much of England because England had 2 games that were affected by rain.
one was rained out and the other was curtailed.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that, the ICC continues to, they push this thing, given the fact that we know that this is a rainy/hurricane season in the West Indies. But
Right.
I guess the IPL takes more precedence than the World Cup. I guess it brings in more money. So, because of the
Yeah.
IPL, everything was pushed back. So let me just hope that, this tournament, and so far, I mean, we have some good games, and I mean, we're glad, I as a West Indian, glad to be able to go and see a game, and we go for the semi-final. But it also sad to see that, a lot of fans all over the world, especially, the fans are paying plenty money, can't see a proper game. Well, as it states, so them paying in US dollars, so we had to convert. So,
Yeah.
But see that you're talking about it, I want to bring up one more thing about the ICC that I don't like about this tournament. I don't like the timing of the games. So my big son want to watch the game tonight, but he don't tell me by 10:30 he could be tired.
yeah.
The game finished in 12. The game should have started like 6, 7 and go till 11 for the latest.
But my whole thing about it is that, because I mean, at the end of the day, this game finished today. We finished 12, so we have 8 hours to go because there's no games in between before the West Indies game tonight.
No.
Well,
You
I
know,
guess
and you know what real funny though?
What's
I
that?
was actually watching a video, Talk Sport. They have like a cricket Talk Sport show, right? With Steve Harmison and like some Australian guy or whatever. And they were complaining that the timings of the games were wrong because for them on the other side of the world, they're not getting to see the games, right? But to me, the time, like there's the time zone, and this is what works, right? I agree with you though. Like locally, they could adjust the times of the games, but it's the same case where why we playing 10 o'clock in the morning because they're catering for the crowd in the subcontinent. That's not making sense to me, right? When West Indies tour in Australia, I wake up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning if I feel to watch cricket, right? It's the same thing they could be doing.
There was a World Cup in India earlier this year, and we had to get up at 5 in the morning to watch the games.
Yeah, so I mean,
money talks, money talks, and I mean, at the end of the day,
that's the thing, yeah.
Right, so it is money talks. Dinesh talked in the first video there about the pricing of these games. I looking at some of these things. I honestly don't even know what the hell hospitality is. I thought a hospitality ticket was like about $300. I have no idea. I went to the he also talked about the fact about some friends who had seats and we were lucky to be put in the premium area. That's us. And we were close to where the hospitality is supposed to be, and I didn't see any difference at all. I mean, with the hospitality, I saw Pakistan, but they get the free drinks and so forth.
But the premium was empty.
Yeah,
it was
more or
mostly
less.
empty.
The premium was being filled by people who, I mean, I don't understand how.
Who had 4-seating arrangements on the next side, basically.
Yeah, I mean, how could they choose seats for people and put them where they can't see the game? So luckily that being Trinis and knowing we value for our money and the money we spent, we decided to ask them about it, and we talked to official and they put 20 other side of the ground. So it wasn't bad. I mean, the game was a good game. It was worth it.
It was a good game.
And I could say one thing. Unlike you, Dinesh, I mean, we were lucky that we decided to go with a maxi, so we didn't use the parking right. However, thank God West Indies won that game, because I can imagine the frustration of individuals after West Indies would have lost that game to go through that park and ride madness after.
The park and ride system.
Yeah.
But
I think that
let me
was
say something quick about that. But when it goes back to the timing of the game, so because the game started so late, it finished after
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
So finishing after 12 and then taking 3.5 hours to get home, I get home
Yeah.
close to 4 in the morning. Now, if the
Yeah.
game started 6 and finished 9,
Yeah,
and then I
that's
took 3
reasonable.
hours, and then I take 3 hours, 3.5 hours to reach home, I still get home before 12.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right,
I agree with that.
and I could still go to work tomorrow. The children could go to school.
Yeah.
So I find this whole tournament was like, yeah, we hosting it in the West Indies, but this is really for the general public in India and Australia to watch it.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
But I seen that they have one of Australia jersey down there, boy.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
show and teeth,
yeah.
you know. Big
Yeah,
player.
yeah, them as favorites for the tournament or what?
I mean, I would say yes, but you can't write off India. But to be honest with you, you didn't really see India perform yet. Remember, they're playing that New York pitch. Yeah. So I don't know what India's saying, but I mean, Australia looking good with Travis Head and Maxwell and Stoinis and all.
where India playing the Super 8s?
Where
not
sure.
all the games are being played in Barbados, St. Lucia, and Antigua.
Well, no, because given the fact that, Guyana, USA, and Trinidad were worse pitches, and the best pitches is in Barbados and St. Lucia, I guess we could now see how India could play, because, I mean, the pitches already was horrible too. So...
I would say India is favorites. But you can't write off England too. England is defending champs. But Australia, to me, how good
I think
form
Australia.
right.
Yeah.
Something with, England has this knack, like it always for every competition, albeit whether it be football, whether it be cricket, they have this knack that some people just start off poorly, and then they just gain momentum. And I was thinking about that same thing Carlo said there. I know they're not that good, but England, boy, I don't know. I know something about it.
Well, but you know me, and I'm gonna say it blatantly. I hate England, but I wouldn't say they performed too poorly. The first game was totally rigged. Scotland was beaten and bowling, but it was a good pitch.
Yeah.
Scotland make runs against Australia too. Australia made almost 200 on them, but that is Australia. And then the last game, the rain curtail game, I think they chased down the 50 runs in 2 overs.
Yeah, something like that. 3 overs or something like that.
Yeah. So you really didn't get to see them. But like I say, Phil Salt in a mood. We didn't really get to see much of them. But I'm glad.
So
you know what now come to my mind there? Let me hear you.
No, so we talk about all the the teams that we expect to be there. We expect the West Indies, we expect Australia, we expect India to be there. Maybe South Africa, might be the other side over there. We are sure.
Yeah.
But what about the underdogs? Because we didn't talk about the people. I mean, the ICC open up these teams to to me is a double-edged sword as it relates to bringing in these associate nations to play. I mean, I think it's all about promoting the cricket, etc. Right? But we saw a very, very contrasting, what I could say, performance. I mean, Uganda was horrible. I watched that first game when West Indies bowled them out for how much? What, 40 odd runs? 55 odd runs.
Yeah.
Horrible. But at the same side, now USA actually did well, and I could say that if USA continues,
USA did well.
USA
I think is good.
Proper
Latvia, Scotland, it's good teams.
Yeah.
This guy did 2 days ago made a record that is never going to be broken. Lucky Ferguson bowled 4 maidens.
Yeah, 4 maidens.
Like guys, when he bowled 3 maidens, that was a record. So he went on and bowled 4, and basically all he was doing was bowling short of a length, and the ball was just too quick for the batsman. So you can see the step up of the level there between the bowler and batsman.
The associates, the batting need work, Chad. The batting, because the bowling not so bad. Like Oman could bowl good.
USA is
batting horrible, Chad.
USA is a India B-side. A lot of these fellas play under 19 cricket for India. So I mean, they have talent.
But they have talent from the West Indies too. Aaron Jones is his name.
Yeah, he's a captain.
And then today a guy make 80. He's South African.
Right. Yeah. So
they have players from around the world. So
I want for Granny game, but you don't want it to be lopsided too, Chad. So
you don't want your World Cup to be like that.
Yeah.
Leave that for another tournament, your Champions Trophy or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was just going to bring up something here that we was talking about a few minutes ago. We're talking about the good batting pitches in Antigua, St. Lucia, and Barbados. And then the poor pitches in Trinidad and Guyana. where the both semifinals are going to play, though. So that could probably throw a stick in the wheel there, a spoke in the wheel where you may not the semifinals could go either way. You could never tell.
Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good.
Maybe it is good because you're expecting a good proper back and make it for the finals.
But I mean, my whole thing about it is that I understand that bowling, and I agree. I like to see bowlers have advantage sometimes too, but the advantage whereby you have an even bounce. Not a ball dropping in the same spot and ratting for 5 feet. You understand?
Yeah.
And then bowling in the same and then bouncing up and almost hitting in the head. That's ridiculous, though. I think I know. Or maybe correct me. I think they said that how they would have done over the Branara pitch, because I went there. We went to Branara and watched cricket a number of times. Yeah, we went and watched cricket in Branara a number of times, and the pitch played through. I mean, it's not the fastest pitch, but it didn't play as uneven as I expected it to, as I saw it for that New Zealand game. I don't
want to knock the local organizers. They normally do a good job, like you said, but it's basically poor pitch preparation because we didn't have a lot of rain to deal with to say that the pitch was damp or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The sport.
Well, we'll move on from the cricket. I think.
They move on to the Euros.
But I think before we move on to the Euros, we'll come back here on Saturday after West Indies plays their 2 games, which will be tonight and Friday night. Friday we play in USA, and we could reflect on those 2 games and we could see how they perform. I predicting a win in both games for West Indies. Let me see how it goes. Hey, I tried to get a West Indies jersey, but nobody have it though.
Serious, it's out?
It keeps selling out.
You see, when you're contemplating it, I should have just buy it.
I should have just buy it. But I really want the ODI jersey, but if I have no choice, I'm going to buy mine.
Right.
But
I go decide.
Yeah, I can't be coming to the podcast on any more Trinidad football jersey. I have about 15 Real. I have about 15 Real Madrid jersey, and I ain't have a West Indies one, so
Carlo have a jersey there that most likely going to be the semi-final in Trinidad.
Yeah.
You go see.
We go see. You're wearing that West Indies.
It is not. I know what I mean. We come back to cricket again, but I know what Mitchell Stark could do in that crazy pitch, boy.
Yeah. The ball swinging in Trinidad, boy.
Yeah. I watching Aki Hussein bowling again.
Yeah. All right, it was nice. We're going to come back again on Saturday, hopefully to put our next episode out. We'll be wrapping up on the Euros again and hopefully have some updates at the Copa America as well. See you in the next episode.
Rally around the West Indies.
Rally.
Be out.